Listen, the past been endless, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my raptors, you ever offended. My clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given the credit so you can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great as ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though.
But I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. Laying cement while you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act evil. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagining. Bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives.
But I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. second down. Jacobs once more. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment, so this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
Play action, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On second down, Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. He's into space past the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacoby Myers, 60 yards. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Here's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. It's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Now it's Herbert. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Herbert on 3rd down now. Touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. 7-7, our score after 1. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Here we go. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. 25 yards there on the catch and run. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Dancing to his left. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's getting the quarterback? Who's getting the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This will work quite well on that play.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. Herbert now. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this 1st half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Rolling to his right. That's taken in by Palmer. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. formation. A quick change in the situation here. In motion right goes Adams. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Touchdown! Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw is Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, I mean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Touchdown, Las Vegas. One of the best punt returns we'll see, 93 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
There he goes, right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in, because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Herbert throwing again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
They snap it to Herbert. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. First down. Eckler is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is down to 24. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
A gain of 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The slot man in motion right. Play action. Garoppolo. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Escaping the pressure right. Shakes it, and he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Allen. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chargers get a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Garoppolo. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Herbert to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a